What is up, guys? James here from the LIGHTOFRYGA YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing the weekly reading for the week of January 19th through January 25th. 2020 is in full swing, and I feel potential in the air. Do you guys feel that as well? I had a great week last week coming out of that full moon eclipse energy, and I just felt rejuvenated. So I'm looking forward to this week. I'm looking forward to what this tarot reading has to show us about this upcoming week and how we can make it the best week possible. Today we're going to be using the Universal Celtic Tarot, which is a relatively new tarot deck to me, but I love it so much. I've used it in some past readings, and it's got like a fairy tale kind of Celtic. It's like it mixes fairy tales and Celtic culture together. It's pretty cool. So we're going to be doing that. Yeah, let's get into it. You can skip this bit if you like, but we're going to listen to some Tibetan singing bowls to get into the mood. So if you would close your eyes, take a deep breath, and relax with me and get into a meditative state. Alright, I'm feeling good about it. Let's get into this reading. The first card we're going to look at is this middle one, and it represents the overall energy of this upcoming week. And we've got a gnome carrying a mushroom, smoking a pipe. No, we have the Fool card. Give me a moment to go into this one. You know, just like any other Fool card reading, this is going to be a week for us to take chances, to start something new, to throw caution into the wind almost, with a new energy. So like I was saying at the beginning of the video, I feel a new energy coming along in 2020 right now, really, and I feel like there's a lot of potential for growth, but that growth only will come if you're willing to take that leap of faith, if you're willing to step off the ledge and see what happens, like this little gnome guy is doing. You know, maybe he's high on mushrooms and weed. I don't know what he's doing, but he has full faith that the universe will protect him if he takes that leap of faith. So I think this week is going to be a week for many of us. This is a general reading, but I think for many of us, we need to take a leap of faith. We need to put our trust that everything's going to work out for us and step into something new. This could be anything, right? This is a reading for a large group of people, but what does this mean for you? Does this mean starting a new diet? Does this mean starting a new project? Trying to find a better job? Moving, like changing living situations? Going out there and meeting new people at a new event? Whatever this means for you, do it. You know what I mean? Whatever kind of new possibilities come up this week, it's a week to embrace those possibilities and see what happens. I told you this deck is cool. Look at this little guy. Alright, let's move on to this next card, which represents what to hold on to this week. What you should focus on, what you should hold on to, what should be your priorities. We've got the Six of Pentacles. Give me a moment with this card. Yeah, generosity, right? The more you give, the more you receive. The more you receive, the more you can give. And that's something to really focus on this week. We all have surplus of things in our lives. I don't know, money, clothes, time, love, energy. We have a surplus that, you know, we have way more than we need. So if you can find someone who's in need of your surplus, why not? You know, why not? So this works both ways, of course, right? If you're open to giving, then you're also opening yourself up to receiving, right? Giving and receiving are the same energy. It's just different directions. So the more that you give and the more willing you are to give of yourself, then the more the universe is willing to give back to you. And while you should never give with the intention of wanting to receive and hoping to receive, the universe will have your back and you will receive exactly what you give multiplied, right? So this week is a week to take a chance, but it's also a week to help out if you can. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else this card wants to say. Magic. I get the feeling of magic, right? It's magical when you give something. It's a feeling that you can't get in any other way. You know, when you're being what's the word I'm looking for? Right? Generous. When you're being generous, there's no other feeling that comes anywhere close to that feeling. So if only for the feeling, only for the magic of it, try to give, and it'll make you feel so much better. If you're feeling down in the dumps, right? If you're having a bad week, if things aren't going your way, try giving and see if that doesn't uplift everyone around you, including yourself. Okay, let's move on to this card, which represents what to let go of this week, what to avoid, what to remove our focus from. We've got the Nine of Swords. This is the mind doing what the mind does. The mind creates worry, fear, doubt, trepidation, anxiety. The mind creates all of these things are products of the mind, and it can really affect us in ways that are imperceptible, right? In this society, we view like complaining, we view worry, doubt, all those things I named, it's just part of life, right? But what we don't see is the negative impact that those things have on us in unseen ways, right? They bring our energy down. And when our energy comes down, we open ourselves up to attachments, negative attachments, psychic attacks, all sorts of things in the hidden realms, in the higher realms, in the astral plane that we don't necessarily want. So it's very important to maintain a high vibration this week. We don't want to lower our vibration to the point where we allow these attachments to occur, where we allow entities to cord into us and bring us down. So it's very important this week to have a high vibe and not to lose sleep over these negative feelings, anxiety, worry. I mean, looking at these cards now, this seems like a fantastic week to start new projects, and because that new energy is going to bring in higher vibrations, and we don't want to dwell in the lower ones. So just looking at this week, start something new, guys. This is going to be a week to really throw yourself into the furnace. I don't know. Is that an expression people use? Throw yourself into a rainbow. Like, this guy just doesn't care. He's just walking where he wants to walk. So kind of maintain that energy this week, and I think you'll have a much better week. Okay, so maintain your generosity and don't get bogged down with the ego mind, right? If you feel fear, worry, anxiety creeping in, nip that in the bud as soon as possible. Go out and give, and I bet you'll feel better. Cool. I haven't pulled an oracle card in a few weeks, so let's do that. We have the Nature's Whispers Oracle. So give me a moment to ask the question, what message does it have for us this week? What message for this week? May have to zoom out a little bit. That's in. That's out. Perfect. Alright, the message for this week. Look at the art on this card. Be your best self always. Give me a moment to go into this one. Okay, I'm seeing a mermaid riding a seahorse, but what I'm really seeing here is this. I'm seeing the same energy of throwing caution into the wind, not caring, being yourself, just doing what you want to be doing. Not worrying about what the other people are going to say about it. Not worrying about what society is going to say about it. Just doing you. Doing what's best for you and not worrying about other people. And that's, to me, being your best self. All right, your best self is the person you find when you go inward. Right? When you go inward, there's no outside influence. You have your natural, truest self. But when we step outside our door, we put on a mask, right? We wear clothes to give people a certain impression about us. We wear makeup, we wear hats and jackets and jewelry to give people a certain impression about us, which isn't necessarily really us. I mean, it's a facade. Maybe it's a representation of us, but it's not truly us. So I think this week is going to be a week for you to just be yourself and not worry about that sort of thing. Okay? Just be yourself as much as you possibly can, and let your colors out. Look at her beautiful hair. Let your colors shine, and don't worry about how people are going to judge you. As best as you can, right? I mean, it's very hard to go outside not wearing makeup. I get it. But you have to realize that, you're kind of lying to yourself a little bit, and you're kind of lying to other people a little bit. And it's kind of harmless in a way, but in a way it's absolutely detrimental, okay? Because it's not your truest self. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents. That's just the reading. I hope you guys got something out of that, as always. Leave a like if you did. I love your comments. It lets me know how you experienced this reading, so I appreciate all of those. And I want to wish you all a great week. If you want a reading with me, you can do so through my Etsy site. So have a great week, as always. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.